Testing, testing. Does this work? Come on. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to do this DIY Louis Vuitton green like accord thing. You know? And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, before we get started, this is the stuff you're going to need. Paper, a pencil and marker, green paint, cardboard, Spanish moss from Walmart, scissors, a box cutter or X-Acto knife, tape, push pins, and lots of liquid glue. The first step I did to make this Louis Vuitton wall decor was pull up each separate little design to sketch on my laptop. After I cut the designs out, it was still a little bit hard for me to cut them out with the box cutters because I didn't completely cut them out, and I thought I could just use the box cutter, but with the tape and everything in the way, it made it harder. So I recommend you just completely cutting out the sketches before you try to put them on and trace them onto the cardboard, just so it could be easier to use the box cutters. And this is what I meant by me struggling with the tape and the box cutters, because the tape kept getting stuck to the box cutters, which made it a lot harder for me to cut them. So I definitely recommend either cutting out the sketches completely and taping them on, or just placing them on top. After I had cut the designs out with the box cutters, I started doing the outline cutting with the scissors, and then I later on did the more precise and detailed cutting with the box cutters. After I had traced out and cut all the designs that I needed to put on my wall, I just started to paint them with the green paint. Here is one I decided to do off camera just so I can sort of figure out how to do it on my own. And what you first want to do is start by putting glue all over the cardboard and then put a little bit more glue into the moss just to make it stick better. And while you're putting the moss onto the cardboard, you don't really have to worry about putting it in every single little spot since it won't be really noticeable with the green background. And at this part, you can actually see me using a paintbrush because I had ran out of glue and I had to use Mod Podge. So if you do decide to make this, make sure you get lots and lots of glue. After I was done gluing on all the moss, I had actually put books on top of them to sort of smush it all down because I didn't like how it was sticking out. And then I started like cutting the excess off. And if you do decide to do the book method, you definitely have to put plastic bags on top of the moss so it doesn't stick to the books. After I cleaned up the designs, I started to sort of tape them on the wall to like figure out how I wanted it to look on the wall before I like made it permanent with the push pins. After you put all the designs on the wall with your tape, you just start putting the push pins in. And here is the final look. I am absolutely in love with it, and I definitely recommend adding this to your room if you ever feel like it's missing something. And thanks for watching. Do it till it's